Hi everyone, my name is Martin Mahon and I'm the Vice Chairman of the Kerry Traveller project here in Kerry. I was asked to do this video just to talk and to give a few guidelines and maybe reach out to the travelling people of the community and the nation worldwide about the pandemic that is COVID-19. Um, I was asked firstly to tell how I'm coping, and how I'm coping is okay, but I could be better. It's, I am in isolation with my family, like most of the rest of the world in every country and every county. It's something different, something that I didn't think I would experience in my lifetime, particularly with everything being shut down and the lockdowns in all of the different counties. So that is something new for me, but I've been isolating and I've been spending more time with my family than ever. I have been at home more than ever, but this is what everyone else has been going through too. So obviously it's going to get in their way and affect their mental health. And how they would cope with it, with the being on lockdown with your mental health, is be aware and to not be too victim to your brain, because you're going to be with your brain more than you probably will be now, and alone with your thoughts more than you usually would be. And sometimes for people that are not used to it and that are prone to depression, it's going to affect them a lot more, because their brain is going to start playing tricks on them where they wouldn't usually do if their brain were being occupied all the time, either going to their work or mixing with their friends or doing something that they find creative. So now what I would recommend for them to do is to just either, when they are at home, if you are bored at home, just use the things around you that you have to your benefit. Social media is what everyone is on, so maybe use it, and it's what everyone talks about now, and it's changed our world. So maybe give it a bit of a use for once, and reach out to your friend. You don't need to go outside to them to talk to them all the time on it, but you can talk to them on social media. Also, you can catch up on stuff that maybe you haven't seen in a while, like your television. Catch up on what's going on Netflix, what's going on Disney Plus. Some of your favorite shows from when all of us were younger are on there now and available for us to watch. And also, you can also just pick up the phone and call your grandparents and see how they are doing. I know maybe you would not do it all of the day because it is with your everyday lives and how the world is. We maybe forget to pick up the phone and call them. But now in times like this where we have a chance for families to be stronger and for our mental health to be stronger, this is what we need to be doing. Coming together. And another thing I would advise about it is to not let the media affect your brain too much. What you see about cases here, and then you see it on Facebook, and then on another link about another cases, and you see it on another link about another cases, poisoning you, making you more afraid and afraid and afraid. So my advice to you is to not let your mental health get affected by the media, is to just believe your own primary source of what you always get it from, and stick to that, and don't let no outside influence from the media or from anybody else make you more paranoid and terrified than we already are at the moment. There is so much more good that we can be doing than doing bad. We can also maybe check in on our neighbours and our elders that, and chores that we couldn't do for them, well, are suddenly becoming available now. We can check on them. Instead of going outside and you want to go out for a walk, take your dog for a walk and check on your elderly neighbour. Take your dog for a walk to see your grandparents or your uncle or your auntie who you haven't seen in a while. Check up on them if they are not able to go and get the necessities to survive in this lockdown. And you will find yourself way more positive. You will find yourself that you are actually, that the lockdown is being a positive sign because it is making you a better person. If you do things like that, that's how things will change, and that's how things will change going forward. And the community needs to come together and to show a positive sign during these hard times. Positive sign of staying at home, dealing with mental health, spending time with your family, taking care of your elderlies. All these things like that is what important now, because when the people in 10 and 20 years from now are going to look back on the people of us now during the lockdown, we are going to be remembered for what we've done. So that is my advice to you. Do not let your mental health fall along the wayside even more than now that we're being isolated. Do not let yourself get caught up on stuff that you are forcing yourself to believe because maybe you are not used to your brain being so open to your ears as much as you are now because of the lockdown. Do not allow yourself to become negative and allow yourself to see everything negative, which is what your brain might throw on you, because you will know that you will not be mixing with friends or mixing with people as much as you would used to, and you'll not be going out to bars and socializing as we always would. Your brain might become caught up in stuff, and that's how it would affect your mental health, and you'll become isolated even more. You will be isolating yourself in your room away from your own family. So it's key, it's so important to have a positive everyday outlook about it, and to remember to deal with the mental health every simple step of every day. To remember that the virus and what it's doing to the world could affect your mental health. So it's vital to just keep calm under it, to take every thought in your head positive and calmly, to look around you and remember everyone in the world is going through the same thing just as much as we are. So you do not have to feel like you are the only person suffering when all of us are doing it as well. So if we stay together, stay at home, keep our mental health strong, this pandemic will be over quicker than it started. Thank you.